Welcome back to Mike's Yoga channel and welcome to this flexibility routine for baseball players. When you're ready, roll your mat, grab some water, and let's get started. Okay everyone, so let's begin coming into a seated position with one leg in front of the other. And from here on your next inhale, let's bring your hands up towards the sky. Exhale, plant the right hand down into the mat in line with your right hip and then reach this left arm over, coming into a nice side body stretch on the left side of the body. Exhale, come back to center. Again, let's inhale, bring the hands up. Exhale, take it over to the other side, planting the left hand down in line with that left hip, reaching this right arm over, feeling a nice side body stretch on the right side. Exhale, come back to center. From here on your next inhale, let's lift the hands up once again. Exhale, this time we'll come into a seated twist. So let's twist to our right, bringing your right hand behind you, acting as a second spine, and then letting your left hand rest on your right leg. Just make sure you avoid the right knee. You want to protect the knee here. And so as you inhale, try and lengthen your spine, and as you exhale, just gently twist. Exhale, come back to center. Again, let's inhale, lift the hands up. Exhale, taking it over to the other side, twisting to the left hand, left arm behind you, acting as a second spine, letting your right hand rest on that left leg. Just make sure you avoid that left knee, and as you inhale, try and lengthen the spine, and as you exhale, twist. Exhale, come back to center. Great job, you guys. From here, we'll come into a head to knee pose. So starting with our right leg, let's extend this right leg out long, keeping this right foot flexed. Left foot can hug into the right thigh. And again, on our next inhale, let's bring our hands up towards the sky. Exhale, shift a little bit towards that right leg and then melt it forward. In this pose, we're really breathing into the back of this right leg, breathing into the calf, the hamstring, as well as the ankle here. And on your next exhale, mindfully roll it back up. From here, we'll just take it over to the other side. So let's extend this left leg out long, keeping this left foot flexed, bringing the right foot into that left thigh. Inhale, bring the hands up. Exhale, shift a little bit towards that left leg and then melt it forward. Again, really breathing into the back of the left leg here. Exhale, mindfully release, roll it back up. From here, we'll come into a wide-legged forward fold. So let's extend both legs out wide, keeping both feet flexed towards you. And then from here, just melt it forward in front of you. In this pose, again, we're breathing into the back of the legs here. And exhale, mindfully release. Great job, you guys. From here, we'll make our way into an extended child's pose. So let's bring the knees as wide as the mat, letting the big toes touch behind you. And then from here, walk the hands out long in front of you, letting your forehead rest in the mat. So in this pose, we're really breathing into the back body, the shoulders, as well as the hips. And you're welcome to stay here, or another option, we can walk our hands just off the left of our mats. And again, let the forehead rest in the mat. So in this pose, you should definitely feel a nice stretch on the right side of that shoulder there. And if you walked it off to the left, let's now bring it over to the right. And if you're on the right side, let's bring it back to center. Now from here, let's mindfully shift forward and we'll come into a high cobra here. So let's stack the hands right underneath the shoulders, extending the legs out long behind you, pushing yourself up. Keep your core slightly engaged. Make sure to breathe, opening up the heart, opening up the chest. And on your next exhale, let's curl the toes, shift the hips up. We'll come into a downward facing dog. Feel free to pedal out the feet here. Again, really breathing into the back of the legs. From here on your next inhale, let's lift that right leg up towards the sky. Exhale, bend the right knee, step the right foot up in between the hands, lower the left knee down, left shoelaces down. From here on your next inhale, let's rise up. We'll come into a low lunge here. So in this low lunge, let's keep this right knee over the right ankle. Let's keep these hips in one line. So for some of us, we may have to draw this right hip back just a little bit and bring this left hip forward. Awesome stretch for the hips here. And on your next exhale, bring the hands down to the mats. And from here, keep sliding the hands down the mats as you straighten out this right leg, keeping this right foot flexed. We'll come into a runner stretch. So again, really breathing into the back of their right leg. Exhale, shift it forward. From here, let's plant the left hand down into the mat. Come up onto the left hip toes, so lifting this left leg up off the mat. And now from here, pretend you're pulling a bow and arrow back with that right hand, reaching that right arm up towards the sky. Exhale, plant this right hand down and we'll step it back to downward facing dog. Great job, you guys. On your next inhale, let's lift that left leg up towards the sky. Exhale, bend the left knee, step the left foot up in between the hands, lower the right knee down, right shoelaces down. Inhale, rise up, low lunge. Again, let's find our foundation here. So left knee over left ankle, hips in one line. So on this side, we may have to bring that left hip back just a hair and bring that right hip forward. Arms up overhead, core engaged, breathe. Exhale, let's plant the hands down into the mat. Keep sliding the hands down the mat. Straighten out this left leg. Left foot flexed, breathing into that left leg. Exhale, shift it forward. From here, plant the right hand down into the mat. Come up onto the right tiptoes, lifting this right leg up off the mat. And then now from here, pretend you're pulling a bow and arrow back with that left hand, reaching it up towards the sky. Exhale, plant that left hand down, step it back, downward facing dog. Now from here, let's lower the knees down to the mat, keeping the knees together, curling the toes. We'll sit back onto our heels, coming into a toe stand. So if this is just too intense for your feet, you can always uncurl the toes, sit back on your heels like this. Hands can just rest in your lap. We'll stay here for a couple breaths. So this is an awesome stretch for the feet and the ankles. Exhale, uncurl the feet, and now from here, find a seated position of your choice. That wraps up our flexibility routine today. I encourage you to come back to this video on a regular basis to really hone your flexibility. And from here, let's bring your hands up to our hearts. If you haven't already, be sure to like and subscribe. Now from here, let's bring your hands up to our third eye. The light in me honors the light in all of you. Thank you so much. Namaste.